Hello, hello, good morning, all Crystal of Atlan players. Good morning, good morning. Now, fair warning, this is my first ever video ever talking about Crystal of Atlan. And I've been playing this game for since launch. I played from beta, global beta, and I played since launch and have been playing very frequently. So again, fair warning, if I do stutter or I don't really speak clearly, please understand that I do have a script, but it's not the best. But let me just get to the beans and potatoes real quick. But essentially, I genuinely want to make this game better. And I need every single one of your you players, everyone who's been playing the game, anyone that wants to see this game better. I need your help because we need to get the devs to see this video. Mainly because it's not just addressing the problems like other YouTubers are doing. I'm addressing the problems with solutions. I'm not just coming in with just small solutions. I'm coming in with solutions that's helping both the dev team and the player base and the potential new player base that may come in. Oh, no, what am I talking about? What pissed me off is not because the new class came out and everyone's complaining about it, right? Well, I wouldn't say everyone, but most people, most of the top DPS, the whales, people that are spending money on the game, most of them are complaining that the inventor class, specifically Empirica, is doing garbo damage. Let's not forget, let's not pretend here that Glaciate specifically is overtuned. Let's not pretend that this class is not overtuned, right? So we have an overtuned class that most people who I just hit my mic. We have an overtuned class that everybody who is a whale more than likely is playing, and they swap thinking that Empirica was gonna be the next DPS, the new shiny toy that you can just disregard a different class for more damage. Listen here, this game should not just be dropping new characters because it's all about damage. We all know the game is trying to make us do more damage. We all know the power creep is there. But let's not make the norm every new class, new DPS. That's retarded. I'm glad that they did drop the nerfs for Empirica. I'm playing Rhapsodia. I'm playing both classes actually, and I'm enjoying both of them. To compare both of them to Blade Maiden's damage output, I would say that is completely false. Blade Maiden is still in need of some proper buffs. She got some buffs, but there still needs to be more where that character is concerned. Empirica and Rhapsody are not in the same boat. Let's stop making false narratives here because we didn't get what we want. And I know a lot of people are gonna be angry with me, and I don't care. Many of you guys that play this game who are whales, you're just liars and trolls, and I just don't give a crap what you wanna say. I'm talking to people that genuinely want to make this game better, and I'm talking to people that genuinely want to play this game. With that said, the next thing that I'm going into is some solutions. So let me just go over here, and I have a bunch of stuff here that I've just written down. Let's go. So I'm talking about Glenn first, right? So originally, when Glenn came out, originally when the game came out, people were complaining that Glenn was a bit too harsh when it comes down to the upgrading system. And I'm gonna be real with you, it was understandable at the time because what happened was we didn't have much content, so it seemed more like, and it felt more like a reasonable wall that the players had to climb. We have content that goes up to Kraken right now, and Kraken is very demanding, and we're still getting 20% success rate, moving up to 13, 14, and plus 15. This is terrible. And I've noticed that many people are talking about Glenn, and they complain about Glenn in YouTube videos and everything, and they're like, Well, it would be really good if the game gives us more catalysts and more free things, and then make the events more, the rewards better. Guys, let's not be unreasonable here. The events aren't so bad. There are items that I will be going into in this video. This might be a very long video. I'll try to cut it down as much as possible. But um there are items that needs to be just completely removed from rewards altogether. There's mechanics in this game that needs to be revamped, removed, etc., etc. Right? So when we talk about free things, when we're still having a 20% success rate, bro, that's like a duct tape to a sinking ship. What we need is a higher success rate at 12 to 15. Even if 15 is still 20%, 12 to 14 needs to be at least 30 to 35%. We people who are coming into the game are just being carried right now. That is a problem. You can't just give us fast track on content and then have these old, outdated mechanics that are affecting us. New players are not going to enjoy this. Upgrade this to 30 or 35% success rate. Maybe even more. Because 15 is just passing the normal gameplay of upgrading. You still have to do the whole potent catalyst thing with the stars and everything. Like let's move on, guys. Come on now. If anything, you should allow us to transfer what do you call it? Catalysts from other character accounts too. New player and story. I'm gonna go through this really quickly. But as you can see here, I have information already on the screen, so you can read that as well. But I'm just gonna go through that one really quickly. Um, one of the issues that I have with the new player experience is that they're still coming into the old game, as I said before, the old game with the old mechanics. When there's new things, new demanding upgrades and mechanics that you need to get through with building and all of those things. The new player experience is terrible, and let's not sugarcoat it. You're asking people to, let me show you something. You're asking people to do this. Where is it? Is it this one? You're asking people to do this, right? You're telling me to get people into the game, right? While also doing legacy mentorship, right? This is not gonna hold somebody for the main reason of the story holding players back. The story is going to kill this game for new players. You can't co-op with new players. I remember messaging earlier apprentice, and I told him that to do the things that we had to do together, he had to go through the whole story by himself. If you tell someone to play a game that's an online multiplayer game to by themselves, and then when they finally get to you, they aren't doing anything, and it feels like a whole hassle just to upgrade and get somewhere, they're gonna stop playing the game. With that in mind, what they should do, allow us to do co-op with people that are new, or it doesn't matter as long as we can do co-op story, right? Give the leader like all of his damage, whatever that he's doing normally, but anyone else that joins the player to do story missions or story quests, right? They do reduce damage, maybe by 50%. I hope I'm making a lot of sense. If you guys have any other questions, any suggestions, any disagreements, put it in the comments. I'll read through them. We'll have a discussion. We can't sit and just not talk about these things and expect the game to be better. We have to talk about every single thing. And I hope during this, people will actually follow, talk to me, talk to devs, run this with the devs, share this video, do everything you can to get this information across. I know I'm talking quite a bit, but I'm telling you, I told you before, this video is gonna be long, and I don't have a proper script. Oh yeah, voice chat. No, outdated mechanics. Sorry. Oh my god. Remove calibration. Please. We need to throw away this mechanic. It's so terrible. Why are we doing this still? It's so bad. You get a new gear and know you need to calibrate it. Bro, we have inscriptions doing. Why are we still worried about this, giving people this? Let's throw away calibrations and let's focus on inscriptions, getting inscriptions. And let me tell you why I'm so pissed off about this. Right? The main fact that you are getting it from like in here. Why are we getting calibration compasses here? I want you to realize in the bingo, you're getting calibration compasses. In these quests, right? You're getting calibration compasses. Even in the breakthrough to level 70, you're getting compasses. In missions like these, you're getting compasses. In the daily login gifts on new characters, you're getting compasses. Bro, like just throw this away, man. We don't need this. And then to top it all off, right? We're focusing on inscriptions right now, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, this thing that drops rarely, right? It's not that rare, but it's 3 times per week, right? You might only get one for the week, and you're telling me I have a weekly limit per character, 20 each for one of the Black Feather Taboo ring, 20 inscriptite, bro. I can do a whole run, 140 energy of I can use my 140 energy and do Abyss Purgatory level 2 and get more than 20 in Scriptite every day. More than 20. Like really and truly, this does not make sense. This is so bad, right? And then we're talking about other things too, like Sky Transfer Stone, which you could have only bought once, right? So you had regular transfer stone and you had the level 2 transfer stone. So correct me if I'm wrong, but the sky transfer stone is level 3, correct? Right? I do remember it being here. Why is it 3,000? Why is it more expensive than this piece of cloth here? Right? Advanced transfer stone. So you can't make the level 3. Yeah, you can't make the level. I know, it's just crazy. So you're still giving this as an option to buy when there's no reason for it anymore. Honorable mention. Why is this in the game? Why? Why we have this? A plus 14 ticket with 2 Mount Trade black cards. That you know what that means? That means you would have either had to pull on this and selected this. So you're pulling with the gems 100 each to get a chance to get this to buy a level 4 plus 14 ticket. I'm just gonna say this right now. Any man who buy this, even if you're a whale, I couldn't care if you're soup. If you know who soup is, you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't care if you are soup. You are a brain let. You know no sense. You're an idiot and nincompoop. Why would you buy that for plus 14? This goes back to what I'm saying. This is outdated. You can't have a plus 20%. I get 20% success rate moving from 15 to 18, 18, 19, 20. I get it. I get this percent here. But at fifth from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, no bro. It can't stay. Right? And now for the final frontier. Trade shop. Oh my god. So everyone that I've talked to have been complaining about trade shop recently. Um, One of the biggest issues with the trade shop right now is not really insignias because insignias was the first issue, and the devs was responded by making it restock with extras after one is sold, which is very good. Um, and I like that they did this because the insignia shop was in was a shamble of what it is today. It's very good now. So we're not talking about that. What we're talking about really is this here. This is not okay. So if you have not been playing Crystal of Atlan, I will explain this to you as simple as possible. This makes you get a 7 day buff where when you use your energy, you can double the amount beyond 20 to 100 or 50 based on what you're doing, whatever content you're doing. What I have right now is the fused one, which is this white one here, right? You need 8 of those yellow potions to make it. I'm going to reiterate. You need 8 potions to make one white potion. I'm just making it very easy for you guys to understand. One white potion so that you use not only your green energy, which is your character energy, and then you have your account energy, which is the orange one. You can now just use one character and do all of your dailies and just call it a day for 7 days. That's what this does. Now, why is this a problem in trade shop? The reason is the cost. They are selling this way too expensive for no reason. This price was around 500K and it went up to 600K. 600 was not so bad. Then it started going to 700K. Now it's 8. Now it's 9. And there has been people that have been selling it for 1 billion. It's taking way more of your earnings just to get that benefit. That doesn't make sense. But you could buy it somewhere. These are like some events they give it to you. Sort out the trade shop, make people get more of the portions for free. Add the portions in the redeem shop or something so that people can start buying it. Like maybe 2 per week at least, so that the prices in the trade shop can fall because they're abusing the player base right now. With that said, next one is about classes. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here that we have to go into. I have not finished it yet. Um, this is another controversial one because a lot of people are definitely not gonna agree with me with this. But I know a lot of you will and a lot of you won't. Let's work on this together, guys, because we can't be complaining about the game not being better and not doing jack diddly squat. Again, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.